There we go, the mighty G. Hi, my name's Toby, and this is my boat, the fishing boat Girona, and I've got it on the market, so I thought it would be helpful to make a short video that I could put on YouTube with a guided tour around the boat, because it's very hard to explain to people what the boat's like with pictures. So this here is the aft deck area. They used to store the nets in the back half here, and as you can see, it's about 6 foot deep, and the back section here is about 15 foot wide. This steel plate gives access to the emergency steering as it's above the rudder stop, which is why it's metal. As you can see, the deck's all in good order and sealed, and it doesn't really leak. This is a wheelhouse. This is all original. This hatch here, we're putting a glass hatch in. That was access to the accommodation, or it was an emergency exit for the crew. The crew accommodation's down here. And through here we have the galley, which has been refurbished. It's all a bit of a mess at the moment because we're refitting, and you can see here we've got a sink and a cooker which is connected to gas on the roof. All of the lights in the boat are run off 24 volt and they all work, and we've got 240 sockets in here, and then we've got a table and the area where the crew used to sit down, and apart from being a bit dirty, you can see this is all in good condition. Moving forwards, we've got a toilet, normal flushing toilet, just flushes straight over the side, and we've got a shower, which we've got a separate hot water tank on board, and the hot water is heated by a diesel heater that I'll show you down below. The old crew accommodation is down this hole. This is the original crew accommodation, and you can see the cot berths around the outside. I put this double mattress in just because it was more comfortable when I'm staying on board. Do you want to come in? And over here we've got cabinets, a wardrobe, hanging stuff up and keeping clothes in, and the spaces for a television. And down here we've got a diesel stove, drip fed diesel stove, and that heats the whole boat up, and also heats all the hot water. You can run it for about 10 litres. Moving forward, we've got the wheelhouse. Again, it's all a bit dusty at the moment. We've got 2 thermo radars. You can have working off different ranges and different settings. This large Ferno radar is not connected. We've got the transmitter, but it's not connected. This is a colour sounder, which is in full working order. The autopilot, which works through hydraulic pumps. This gives you the angle of the rudder. Your engine controls, which are duplicated in the engine room. Some domestic switching. The watch alarm. Switching between auto and hand steering, and these are for steering when you're coming alongside. You can lean out the window with the throttle controls here, and you can control your rudder here through steering pumps. These are the throttle controls. It's got a variable pitch prop on it, and this is what you control the angle of the prop with this. This is in neutral at the moment, which makes it very manoeuvrable, and you push this forwards to engage the clutch. There's no reverse on the gearboxes. You've got a variable pitch prop, and that's the throttle. Hand steering works fine. Hydraulic steering. We've fitted a new stereo in the wheelhouse, which works fine. And again, you've got steering on this side of the wheelhouse. In the back of the wheelhouse, we've got 2 VHFs, both in working order, and this is all the 24 volt switching for the nav lights, the fishing lights, the internal lights, the shelter deck lights, and all the other lighting in the boat. chart table, drawers, and the helm seat. I think that's the wheelhouse. Look up. Coming out the wheelhouse, we've got the top of the crew accommodation. You can see it's a flat area, and we were going to deck this out. And we've got a davit crane that fits on here that allows us to lift the tender onto the back. This is the top of the wheelhouse, which again is another area that's been cleared. And this is the wheelhouse. This is the top deck of the boat, which is one of the reasons, well, one of the things I loved about the boat when I bought it, because obviously it's a fantastic space, and you're a good 12 foot off the water, and we were going to run a wire strop from the forward mast to the rear mast with a canopy over the top deck, which obviously creates another nice space to use if you're living on board. You've got the exhausts here for the main engine and the generator, as well as the donkey engine, and obviously you've got your seats and stuff. The hatch that they used to swing the trawl in is all in working order, and we've got a pulley system on it that allows us to single-handedly pull it up and pull it down. And our plan was to fit two large windows in this. Heading back down. Right. Okay, moving forwards on the main deck, we've got the side of the accommodation, which you can see here in steel, which we're currently in the process of cleaning back and painting, and these are the portholes that run into the crew accommodation. Up to your left, you've got the wheelhouse, and this is where the shelter deck starts. All of the water off the shelter deck drains through these 3 down pipes, and we're connecting these up to sort of fresh water tanks for flushing toilets and showering with, because there's quite a large catchment area on the top deck. In here we've got what we call the cave. You can see in there. In the far back you've got a hot water tank, water pump. This is the diesel storage tank for the heater down below. This is our fuel pumping system, and we've got which pumps the battery, and you can see the gun there, and this is the main diesel tank which we use. Moving forwards, we've got the main shelter deck.